Have you ever wondered to yourself why we put in hours and hours and hours of work time into our goals, into our dreams, and we're still not where we want to be? Sometimes we're nowhere near we want to be. Sometimes we're so frustrated that we want to quit. Well, you guys, quitting is not an option in my book. I want to help you not quit. I want to help you catapult your business into the next level with the 30-day IPA challenge. If you want to learn more about it and get a step-by-step tutorial on everything that you need to know to participate, stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to METV. So I'm so excited because we finally get to discuss the 30-day IPA challenge. So this is a third video in a three-part series. In the first video, I discussed IPAs, income producing activities. I went a little bit more in depth explaining what they are and why they are so pivotal to the financial success of our business. In the second video, I gave actual examples of IPAs to hopefully help you better determine what your own IPAs are. And in this, the third video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on everything that you need to know to participate. So the easiest way to follow along or to participate is probably to start on my website, and that is metvthechannel.com, metvthechannel.com. And of course, like all the other links, it is listed down below in the description bar of this video. But if you go to metvthechannel.com and you click on blogs, there's going to be two blogs on this IPA channel up at this point. And the first one is going to talk about what the IPAs are, and the second one is a step-by-step, pretty much what I am sharing with you here today. So when you go to that blog, the first thing you're going to want to do is click on the link that will get you to your free download. It's a completely free download. The entire challenge is free, but you're going to want this little tracking sheet because it really is the hub of everything that we're doing for the next month and a half. Okay, so this is what the cover page of the IPA challenge tracking sheet looks like. And then on the second page, there is a welcome letter from me. And then on the third page, it's going to give you all the places, all the places that you need to go to participate. So the first one is YouTube. That's right here. This is where you are. You're watching my third YouTube video in this IPA challenge series. And if you have not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can come back and watch these videos again if you need to, and also so that you can be notified when I put up my next marketing video. The next thing you're going to want to do is actually start an account with Twitter if you don't already have one. That way you can get the word out about the challenge, you can network, and you'll be able to reach me more easily there when we're not on Periscope. And then you're going to want to download Periscope. And Periscope is a live streaming mobile app that is owned by Twitter. And so the IPA challenge is 30 days. Certainly you don't have to participate all 30 days. I'll be checking in because some of you will be able to work on your IPAs or want to work on your IPAs 1 day a week, 3 days a week, or all 7 days a week, depending on how much time you have and how much you're willing to dedicate to get to that next goal. So while you might not be working on your IPAs every day, I will be checking in every single day for those of you that have different schedules. All right, so once you download your tracking sheet, and I'm going to keep going through it in a second, every single day for 30 days, I'm going to be checking in on Periscope so that we can check in, share our wins, share our successes, hold each other accountable, and for Q&A. And the fun thing about Periscope, if you're not familiar with it yet, is that because it's a live stream, you have a unique experience, unlike any other social media platform, where you have live interaction, not only with the host, which would be me, but with each other. You'll be able to network with each other. And I'll be Periscoping several times a day, but one of the questions I've received already is, when will I be Periscoping? Well, the daily check-in will probably be towards the end of the day. And towards the end of the day, I mean probably, I would say 7-ish. I'm not a schedule person. My life changes from day to day, but it will be towards the end of the day. It'll probably for sure be after 5. That way we make sure that we're all done with our work days, and that and so that we can check in after everybody. Some people work in the morning, some people work in the afternoon, some people are a few hours behind. So but I'll let you know in the Periscope if there's any way possible for me to give you a better idea of when I'll be Periscoping. Okay, so that's the links that you need to go. And of course, you're going to want to go to, like I said, METVthechannel.com to download this tracking sheet. The next page is going to be your where you're going to write down your dream. And this is the fun part, right? It's always fun to dream and envision where we want to be. In this for the sakes of this challenge, you're actually going to take pen to paper and you're going to write down your vision of where you want to be. And you're going to write it in as much detail as possible. There's instructions right here that'll guide you on exactly what you should be writing and what you should be including. But basically, it's to write your vision with as much detail as possible. So what you look like when you've achieved this dream, what life is like, what it feels like, what you're wearing, who's happy for you, who's around you, how does life look different, how much money are you making, what car are you driving, what changes are you making. Put as much detail as you can into this. This is a really, really important part. And feel free to use more paper than the space I've provided here if you want to really make sure that you've got all your detail in there. I'm not a psychologist, and there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that can better explain this, but there's something about putting your dreams to paper that triggers that part of your brain that it makes it easier to put into action the things that you need to do to realize that dream. So there's that part. The next part after that is our goals. And so the point of this IPA challenge is to do the daily tasks that we need to do to help us achieve our goal. So our goals are the steps that we need to take to reach our dreams. And the daily tasks are what we need to do to reach our goals, right? So our goal, we're going to write down what our goal is, but it's very specific. There's very clear instruction on how to do this. And I'm going to be going on Periscope to go through this with you. But basically, the way that the instructions are laid out is so that you word your goal in a certain way. A lot of times we set ourselves up for failure with the goals that we create for ourselves because they're basically unattainable at this point where we're at. So this is going to help us word it in such a way that we're going to be able to kind of mentally break it down a little easier and hopefully make that goal more attainable. The next page is your IPAs, and there's 10 spots here for IPAs. You might not come up with that many, and that's okay. But whether you come up with 10 or 9 or 5, we want you to try to have at least 3 and a maximum of 10. That doesn't mean that every day that you work on an IPA, you're going to work on all 10. In some cases, you might work for 3 days on just one, right? Some IPAs take a little bit longer than others. But this will definitely help you pinpoint what those income producing activities are. So before we even start our IPA challenge, this Sunday, September 20th, until Saturday, September 26th, we're going to be doing a weekly analysis. So for 1 week, we're going to analyze where we spend our time. So this sheet comes in your tracking sheet, your free download, and it basically will say weekly analysis sheet. I didn't print it because this copy that I have here is my draft, but it's going to look exactly like this. But what you're going to do with that sheet is for 7 days, we're going to log everything that we do. So when we sleep, when we eat, how much TV we're watching, when we watch it, what time we spend with our family, what time we spend on ourselves. And when it's work related, we're going to break it down into how much time you spent doing each work activity. So how much time you spent organizing, how much time you spent on bookkeeping, how much time you spent making phone calls. You're going to break that down. And I think that what you're going to find is that very often we think we spend our time in a very much different way than we actually do. And that can affect everything. That can affect, if I set a goal and I thought I had 10 hours a week to work on it, but I really only had 1, I might need to adjust my goal. Or maybe I've been setting my goals too small, and I didn't realize how much time I was wasting organizing my work day. Enough is enough. Everything's organized. Get to work, get to action, so that I can reach that goal and then set the next one even higher, right? So the weekly plan, the weekly analysis sheet, I think is so important. It's going to kick off the challenge, and I think you're going to really learn a lot about yourself. So this will come in your tracking sheet, and I have to say I am so excited. I'm going to be doing this challenge right along with you. Who can't use a little bit more help in reaching their dreams and their goals? One more quick exciting announcement. Because so many people in especially the direct sales, but even in certain parts of the country in business, feel more comfortable with Spanish as a second language, or have team members or employees that are Spanish speaking only. We're going to be doing this challenge double time. We're going to be doing it in English followed by Spanish. I will be doing it in English, and my good friend and business coach Sharon Miranda will be doing it in Spanish. So that's super exciting because we're going to be able to help a lot more of you. The information, this tracking sheet will be available on METV, the channel. It'll be the download will be in Spanish, and there's no reason why you can't participate in both if you are bilingual and get a double dose of some focused training for your IPAs. All right, you guys, so hopefully I've covered everything that I needed to cover for the challenge. Don't forget, it all starts on metvthechannel.com. You get your download, you get a written out step-by-step of everything that I pretty much covered here today. Don't forget to tweet me if you need any questions answered. My Twitter is down I can't below. Wait to talk to you guys every day on Periscope. If you're not familiar with it yet, I'm going to be posting a tutorial on how to use it right here on YouTube, probably within the next week. But 2 quick things I want to share in the meantime. Make sure that you comment when you do your check-in. Comments are really one of the lifelines of Periscope. It is why Periscope is such an incredibly unique social media platform, unlike any other, because it really does give you live interaction that you wouldn't normally get, not only with the host, but with each other. And number 2, heart it up. The big deal about Periscope is that you tap the phone when you like what you're hearing, or if you just want to show support to your host for taking the time to come on Periscope and share some information with you. So heart it up, you guys. Comment. I cannot wait to do this challenge along with you, and I will see you on Periscope. Bye bye.